35, 40 today. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. He grew up in a tough neighborhood. There's a lot of tough neighborhoods in Chicago, and they keep getting tougher. Keep getting tougher. As I told you guys before, many years ago, there used to be like 4 or 5 gangs in Chicago, and the mayors could stop the violence in a very quick fashion back then because they knew who the gang leaders were, and they would just send out their cops to round them up, bring them in for a powwow, and call a truce. That's the way they handled it back in the 80s and 90s. Well, fast forward to today, and we've got like 4,000 to 5,000 gangs and over 120,000 documented gang members in the city of Chicago proper. And things are out of control. Things are, 4,000 to 5,000. They call them micro gangs. They've gotten to the point where they've taken over their own blocks or own block, and that's all they have. One gang may own one block. The next block is owned by another gang. They call them micro gangs. So it's kind of nasty down there, kind of nasty. And it's to the point now, the last couple of years, they've pillaged everything in their neighborhoods that's good. And now they'd be heading out into the nice neighborhoods and the suburbs to take some stuff that they see in the suburbs. Oh, my Lord. Yeah, pray for them. Good time in the house. Welcome, my friend. How are things on the coast? Oh. Yeah, there's it's documented a lot of the car heists and stuff are by 11, 12, and 13-year-olds. See, the gang leaders have figured out that the cops can't arrest, or at least they can't retain these 11, 12s, and 13-year-olds. So a lot of times what the gang leaders do is they hire the younger kids to stand on the corner and sell their stuff for them and do all their dirty work because they know the cops will arrest them and they're out within 2 to 3 hours. There was somebody this summer, there was like a 13-year-old who had like 175 arrests. They were like all for vehicle theft, possession of a stolen vehicle. They had arrested this guy 175 times, and he hadn't seen any jail time. Hadn't seen 0 jail time because he was a minor. So there you go. So I suspect a lot of these traffic people have made their way to Chicago. They are now in the hoods of Chicago, and Lord only knows. So I got another video here. Of deportations to Venezuela, my friend.
This is how to get in shape fast. The best way to
they cleared out Gitmo the other day, and they sent them to Venezuela.
That story to our...
Here we go. Look at them arriving in Venezuela.
So you've been seeing some of these undocumented migrants step down the plane there, and they're wearing all white, kind of in these white sweatsuits, gray sweatsuits with masks, red masks. And you see them there. So, looks like the feed isn't the best. But this is the second time we have seen this in just a matter of weeks. And you remember mere weeks ago, U.S. Special Envoy...
There you go, Venezuela. Welcome home, boys. Welcome home.
Remember, the previous Biden administration does not recognize Venezuela's autocratic leader, Nicolas Maduro, as the duly elected leader of Venezuela.
Yeah, Mr. T fired the head of ICE because he wasn't collecting the illegals fast enough.
some of these deportation flights to Venezuela to return some of these undocumented migrants who were from Venezuela in the first place. And that's what you're seeing right now, some of them. Particular day means known as temporary. And so now seeing some of these undocumented Venezuelan migrants return now by the airline Conviasa. And so a lot of these airport workers on the tarmac right now. And we're seeing a similar uniform, kind of a gray and white sweatsuit there, red masks covering some of their faces, some of their mouths. And remember, here on Live Now from Fox, we have covered extensively the crackdown on this Venezuelan gang within the United States.
So there you go. There you go. Mr. T was at CPAC yesterday. Yeah, they look so happy to be back home. I don't know what's next for Mr. T and Tom Homan, but yeah, they're not messing around. They're playing with the full deck, and they got some trump cards. So he be firing people in D.C. I hear there's a real estate glut. Willie Brown in the house, dropping by to say hello. Willie. Got some Kamala duty to do or something, huh? You got some Kamala? Oh, man, Willie. Well, welcome for dropping in. Yeah, I'm glad you dropped in. Got to give you your dose of Kamala, though. Let's give you your dose of Kamala real quick. It's Black History Month too, Willie. You know that. You know it's Black History Month here in the United States.
As Black History Month continues, the NAACP Image Awards is celebrating the achievements of trailblazers, entertainers, and athletes of color. The ceremony, which aired right here tonight on CBS, also honored former Vice President Kamala Harris. She encouraged those watching never to give up despite the current challenges.
This chapter will be written not simply by whoever occupies the Oval Office, nor by the wealthiest among us. The American story will be written by you, written by us, by we the people.
Other winners included Keke Palmer, who won Entertainer of the Year, Kerry Washington for Best Actress, and the Wayans family, who were inducted into the NAACP Image Awards Hall of Fame.
There you go, Willie. Your woman is bestowing word salads on everyone. Oh, yeah. You got her out there now, GD. You only seeing her in the grocery store buying herself her own groceries with the Secret Service detail until Mr. T takes away her Secret Service detail, but I don't see that happen anytime soon. Oh my Lord. Mr. T came out blazing at CPAC, and sounds like Zelensky and Putin are going to be meeting and greeting sometime in the near future, and that Ukraine war may just be over. Yeah, she probably buys whole grain. Well, does she actually buy it, or is she using a government subsidy card? I'm thinking she's got food stamps. Everybody and their uncle has food stamps, so why wouldn't she, right? I think she's got a place to her bank account from USAID. There you go. Oh, my Lord. Let's see what else we got. Here you go.
Which makes a lot of sense when you
Let's learn a little bit about her new contract here with CAA.
think about it. I mean, when you're dealing with a major talent like Kamala Harris, you have to find the right opportunities, the right venues. This week, she visited a Broadway show, Laura, and then she herself took to the boards. Watch.
And the way that I see it also is that when we think about like...
Here's your word salad.
We see things that are being taken. But also, let's see it as you know, nature abhors a vacuum. So where there's a vacancy, then let's fill it. Right? We're seeing a U-turn right now, but we have to keep fighting.